So hi, thank you Blake so much for coming and doing this interview with us.
Okay.
And we're really excited to know your journey from education to different businesses, and I hope we can learn from you.
Well, don't know what you can learn from me. I can tell you all the things that I've done, and because every journey is unique, right? Every person has their own sets, their own goals, has a different journey. But definitely, you can look and learn from people both what they did right and what they did wrong. So that's all I can do. To tell
Well,
a
we
story.
hope to learn from what you've learned. So, what did you start with in education?
Well, actually, in university, I did computer science. Partly because I found it relatively easy, but it didn't match my personality. I found it a very alone type of environment, because it was you and a computer programming. Even though you worked in teams, it was still something you kind of did on your own. So after university, I went into sales and marketing for a software company. So I understood computing, but actually just started selling it, and grew pretty quickly within that company. So back in the days of the .com bubble area, so any high tech company, was fast growing at that time. So that's where I started, and also allowed me to travel a lot, which was, I think, another aspect that was very beneficial for me, because I got to see how business was done, not just in the Canadian, North America aspect of it, but how to deal with international, what their priorities were, and they're different. And that's it. That's how I started.
Okay, so you got your software engineering degree from Carleton?
As a Western
University. And then from there, what was your first job?
So I worked with a local Ottawa company. It was called Xanthe. It was a database company, and it got bought by an American company, and that was my opportunity. They allowed me to work within a much larger network. Within the company was international. Again, that allowed me to travel, and as they grew, my role within that company grew. To the point where actually they grew a lot through acquisition, which was an interesting learning experience for me. And when one of the acquisitions they made actually put a couple of their products in contention with each other. And that's where I saw an opportunity of maybe spinning out on my own from there. And so I put together a deal with them where I acquired this software group from them, and we started a company called Zim, and we grew that over about a 4-year period, and especially in the international market, we grew a lot, Brazil, South America primarily, and then I sold that company. From there, I did a little bit of consulting, started another company, which actually wasn't as successful as Zim. In fact, we actually had to close it down in 2009, but I always tell people that I probably learned more from the failing business than from the successful business. Because in the successful business, it was like, also because the environment, there was a lot of investment and things were a little bit easier. People were now coming online, so there's lots of opportunities. So sales are more relatively easy to make. The software was very competitive. There was no gorilla, there was no big one dominating database company like there is now, Oracle. And so the opportunity was there to do it. By the time my second company came around, which is more of an end user client product, things were a lot more competitive. You had to be much more market savvy. Investment dollars were not as available. And so we ended up getting squeezed by market forces, and basically not enough money to keep putting in to grow the business. But that allowed me, what I learned from that experience was the importance of having a much better plan going forward. Maybe not as all over the place in terms of let's try this, because you don't get as many chances when things are tighter. And so that, you know, as I said, you learned a lot from that. Expensive, but you learned.
Mm-hmm. And when you were Zim, what was your main role? Was it more still like, is your specialty like sales, or was it?
You're always sales. As a business guy, you're always in a sales marketing mode, right? You're always looking for opportunity. Just that what you're selling is not necessarily just your products, right? You're always more selling what your company is, what you're trying to accomplish, the vision of your company. So you're selling at a different level. You have salespeople that sell your products and your services. Obviously, you get involved in that too, but your role as president and CEO is selling more the vision of the company, setting the direction of the company, giving the world the image of what you are as a company, right? The personification of the company. If you look at companies like the very successful ones like Facebook or, and not just high tech too, you can look at Warren Buffett's companies, right? There's an air about the company that's a lot like the CEO, right? That personification is really important. And so people buy into not just the company and their products, but the way the company feels, right? My current venture, I know I will get to it, is in the makeup marketplace, right? The women's makeup, women's and men makeup, which right now is extremely competitive, and it's relatively easy to get involved. A lot of big stars are coming out with their own lines of makeup and things like that. And so you wonder, what makes my makeup better than the next person's makeup? Well, there are differences, but the differences are really subtle. There's so many products out there, between one to the next. When you get within a certain price category, they're all very similar. So why would you buy like a Kylie Jenner product versus a Mistura product versus a MAC product, right? Which are kind of all in the same vein, right? Because it's how you feel about being aligned with that company. There's a feeling involved, right? And so that's why I go back to the personification of the company. When you're running a company, when you're, selling yourself out there, you have to make people get the feel of the company as well. It's not just the product you're selling.
Okay. And so right now you're working on Mistura.
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 Cool. Right. And it's the makeup.
So that's a women's makeup company. It actually started a little while ago. I'm coming into an existing situation, and what we are doing right now is trying to give the market the feel of the company. It was it's a perfect example of a company that was based a lot on the product, right? They came out, they were on, I think the original owners went on to Dragon's Den. They had this unique product that's a 6-in-1. It's your blush, it's your eyeshadow, it's your foundation. It was kind of this all in one, very convenient for the fast-paced executive style woman. So people were able to go to trade shows and sell the product. But outside of the trade show, it's sitting on the shelf like at a pharmacy. Why would it stand out? People didn't really know about it. There was no feel that the packaging itself didn't even portray this is what you're getting with this product line. And so when I came on, one of the things that we wanted to do is rebrand the look of it, figure out who our target market was, what they're interested in, and trying to tie what the product line was offering to our target group, right? And give them a feeling of when they bought this product, what they were getting with it, the fun involved. And so you'll see a lot of our social media that's tied to the product is about lifestyle and look and feel. It's not just throwing up our products all the time saying, here's our mascara, here's our eyeshadow, right? It's like about, very, active women, about people that are successful, right? And they're the ones that use these products. So when people buy our products, they're imagining themselves like this person, this environment, this lifestyle.
Okay. So basically you're a man marketing Mistura. So what's the personification you're talking about the makeup? How do you work with that?
Well, what we've tried to do is, so we've defined our target market to be the 25 to 55-year-old
Okay.
person, somebody who is confident, right, active, professional, independent, right, a little bit daring but also conservative. One of the discussions we had with our marketing team was about the term unsubjectively beautiful. I liked it. Nobody else did.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
So, because you could be objective, you could be subjective, right? But unsubjective is you're just that good looking. Like this stuff made you look good. We didn't go with that, but it really, in my opinion, encapsulated what the person we're trying to reach out to, right? The feeling that this product line gives you is supposed to be one of confidence. I can do it. That type of atmosphere. So all the product, the look and feel is a very solid look. The products are high quality, definitely. They're all animal free, vegan. So top of the line products. So people who buy it and pay for the premium of the product get something.
Okay, and what's the question? So what's the vision for that product? Is it still 6-in-1?
Oh, 6-in-1 will always be there because it's our customer base is a very loyal customer base.
Okay.
We'll continue to cater to it, right? So we're trying to build on that, right? We're also looking at cross marketing opportunities, products that we don't sell but we may partner with, so that when you buy their product, you'll get coupons to buy our product or promo codes. So our existing customer base we love. We want to continue working with them and offering them things that they want, while growing outside of that.
Okay, and where can you buy this product?
So there are a number of retail markets that exist, but we're primarily an online company.
Okay.
Right. What we want to do is be accessible to people. We're looking at other online websites, like for instance, right now you can buy it off Amazon, you can buy it off of Costco. There's a number of other online shops that you can buy it, but we do all the shipping.
Okay.
Right, so you buy it through their site. We then get the order. We ship out to the customer. The seller gets commission basically.
Okay, and so what's the vision of it? Like, where is it going? Where do you see it going?
Well, we're continuing looking for new products. So right now, the newest product that we're doing is the eyeshadow mist and blush. The old product line had a very small 4-pack of colors. We are now launching to 18 colors. So a much broader scope in terms of look and feel for our clients, but also giving them the ability to customize. So instead of buying a compact with 4 set colors, they'll be able to say, give me this color, and make that a compact and send that to us. So the customizability is key. We're also looking at products that people use often, and making it easy for them to get. For instance, we have this vitamin E lip balm. So it's a very healthy, moisturizing balm for your lips that people really, really like. It's, again, very high quality. It's not inexpensive. But it's something that's consumable. So you'll get a new one every 3 months. So we're looking at packaging, making it easy that you'll just get them.
Okay.
Every 3 months you'll just get another pack of 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah. And what about still continuing with the trade shows? If it was that successful, are you continuing what was successful, or are you letting go of that?
Yeah, and people are changing the way they buy, right? So yes, you do have trade shows. Trade shows are a good place to get your name out. But trade shows are all, if you're very careful, because the big companies like L'Oreal, right, they have massive booths, right? And so there's an optics of your booth next to L'Oreal booth that could take away from the quality or the image that you're trying to portray. in your product set. Secondly, these are people that are sort of coming by and then leaving
samples,
right? It's a relatively small market. When you look at the U.S. market, you're talking 150 million women that you can sell to, 100 million women that you can sell to. At a trade show, you're going to get 1,000 that are going to walk by your booth, 2,000 are going to walk by your booth. So no, we're looking a lot more at online opportunities. So we're looking at ways to market the product through influencers, through streaming video, through Google ads, Facebook ads, things like that. So we have a broader reach and give people the feeling that they can, make it easy for them to try the product, get the product.
Okay, yeah, I guess easy to get the product.
Yeah. So if going to a trade show costs you $10,000 to $15,000 US, flip that around. What can you do on the online sphere for $10,000 to $15,000?
Okay.
It's quite a lot.
Okay. And what part of social media do you prefer the most for a product like that? More YouTube or more Facebook or the combination?
It's a combination. There's a reason why Facebook owns Instagram and Google owns YouTube and things, right? There's an interconnection between them all and how they work. And so the trick is learning how to use them properly. Like when I first started trying, it was just a matter of boosting your posts on Facebook. Well, that was interesting because we got more people liking us, but nobody was really buying, nor could you track how they were buying. Facebook has another level of marketing that I didn't know about that I've come to learn that allows you much more specified, specific type of targeted ads and getting feedback on how those target responded to your ads. And you literally do it on an instantaneous level, right? It's not like in a magazine where you just put out an ad and it sits in the magazine.
Okay.
I can turn on an ad for 2 hours. Right? Let's say I do a mailing campaign. So you get an email blast that goes out in the morning. Excuse me. And then you back that up with targeted ads for the rest of the day. Then at 5 o'clock when they're done work, you just turn it off.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry about that. So you're number one, you're not incurring the costs because you know that at that point your market is no longer, the target market that you want are not engaged in looking for makeup.
Okay.
So you're not marketing then at that point, right? In the evening, people are looking to, where am I going to go eat? What movie am I going to go see? Right? Whereas during the day, you go into work and you're sitting down going, I wonder what new ads Mistura has, what new products we have. So check us out.
Okay.
Right? And you make it something for them to buy so they can buy it really quickly before their workday starts or during lunch or something like that.
Okay. Fascinating. So I guess as you're going through this journey, you're still learning stuff.
Well, the market is changing incredibly quickly. Anybody, I think, can tell you that depending on where, what market segment they're in, it's changed. The internet has changed everything. The way people interact as well as the way people shop and buy, right? And so you have to be able to adapt and learn. And there are a lot of people that have spent a lot of time learning different pieces of the puzzle. And I think my job is to find the people who are experts in all the different pieces we need and bring them together to deliver for us. I don't need to become an expert on how to do Facebook ads, but there are some pretty amazing people that know how to maximize what Facebook offers, what Google Ads offer, what YouTube offer.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Wow.
About this journey, I mean, wow. From software to... What was Zim selling, by the way?
Oh, we had a database. Zim was a software database.
Okay.
So from software database, I went into virtual reality type of thing for modeling, for home modeling, building modeling.
Okay.
That's the one that didn't work out. And then from there, I went into, I have to set up an association for, in Ontario for liquor licenses for bars and things like that.
Oh, wow.
And from that, I went and built up a sales team for a windmill company So
Okay.
again, it's all different experiences, all different opportunities that I've had in my
Mhm.
life. That's been very good, and from that you learned a little bit of everything, and go from there.
That's great.
People are also important too. Like the people that you meet along the way. I think that's a resource that entrepreneurs really need to cherish.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like always, you always learn from people, and you never. The people that are the most successful will always tell you that they're always learning.
Mm-hmm.
They're always learning from the most, from contacts they make, by reaching out, by networking, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very much like what you do.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And hope to see you again.
Appreciate it, George.
My pleasure.